All right, Dee. Thank you. This is great. Before we go on, this is hold on a second, Dee. Okay. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Red Pill Awaken. Welcome to my daily podcast. It's Thursday, November 7th, 2019. And today's special guest, we'll have a very special guest today. Her name is Dee Freemon. She's from Guelph, Cambridge, Ontario. She's from, what is it? Background is Polish Ukraine, right? Polish Ukraine? Oh, awesome. She is a Pomo girl, loves to do photo shoots. And before we go on, we just interview those who have had, abusive relationships. You might want to stay tuned to this program because she's going to be up front, right? You're going to be up front with your relationship, with your home. I'll leave that up to you. I'm just going to introduce to my audience about your story. This is a very interesting topic because every woman and guy who's been in a toxic relationship will understand. So give me 1 second. So she's been in an abusive relationship and was diagnosed with, what is it, BPD? Is that what it is? BPD? Okay. For those who are suffering the name abuse, you might want to stay tuned. And now, who we got? We got Dee is in the house. Welcome, Dee. How are you?
I'm good.
That's awesome. So, okay, I read your bio, and history seems pretty interesting. So, why don't you tell my audience a little more about yourself, where you live, nationality, where you're born, and so on, your relationship. Let's give me the nitty gritty. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, born in Guelph, Ontario.
Okay.
I do have a Polish background and Ukrainian. My
Nice.
dad was adopted though, so I don't know that background.
Right.
And then I have moved to Cambridge and Kitchener off and on.
Okay, I've been there. Nice.
I have 2 kids.
Nice. Okay. What are the ages? Guy, girl, what is it?
I have a son. He's 13, Caleb. And my daughter, Melody, is 12.
Nice. Okay. Right on.
Yeah, and I basically, I don't know, their dad was very abusive, and I think it's been about 5 years.
Right.
Since I left him, and yeah.
Okay. Well, you seem happy, which is good, because when you're in a toxic relationship, I've been there too. You're not. But was it love at first sight when you first saw the guy? It's always nice at the start, right? It wasn't. Well, give me the shamil. What's going on with that, there, Dee?
I was actually working at A&W.
Yeah.
Actually worked there for about 7 years.
Nice.
So
Okay.
I was known as like the A&W girl. And he used to always come up to ask for a glass of water or to order something. It was just obvious. And then finally, I guess he decided to apply for a job, and he got the job, and that's how we met. But everybody was telling me that we should be together, like you make the perfect match, and I was like, no. And then finally, I said yes, and then it was like 13 years later. Different story.
Okay, but different story 13 years later, but from the beginning, there's always a spark. Like, how could there not be a spark, right? There's got to be a spark. What struck you to the guy while you found interesting? Was it the chase that did you like the chase, that he came to you consistently, or what? Give me the schmeal on that.
I think what it was that he made me feel like I was like the only girl that he loved. Like, it was very much so
right.
obsessed about me.
Right.
But then it got worse. Like, as the years went by, or even months or weeks, it was like it started off with just like him shoving me or something, and then apologizing and all that. But
right.
He ended up, he is a very, I can honestly say he's a very good person for other people, maybe.
Right.
I do happen to know I am his problem. and I guess, yeah.
You are his problem? Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Well, okay, give me the definition. Why do you say that? Why did you say that?
Well, see, like, I don't know if it's for sure, like, true, but, like, I was the only one that he's been abusive to, like, is physically. That is what he's told me. So
Okay.
I'm assuming I'm a big issue for him, but,
Okay.
yeah, like, he just, he got heavily into drugs in the end.
Right.
And I always promised myself that, you know, if the kids would witness any abuse, that I would, that would be it. And on Christmas Day, actually, it was 5 years ago, Christmas Day, he ended up locking us in the house, and he was going to set the whole house on fire. And,
Whoa.
yeah, it was definitely a very traumatic experience. And, yeah, like, we called the police, he took off and everything, but, yeah, definitely if you're in that situation, I recommend that, not trying to, I don't know, I guess you kind of have to mind play with them or trick them into thinking everything's okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So the beginning of the relationship was good, right? At least good.
Yeah, because I wasn't very close to my family. Like, I was actually, like, 17. I was young when I met him.
Okay.
So I was very influenced. He was a bad boy. I guess that's what made it. Or he's a pretend bad boy, sorry.
Pretend.
Like,
Not natural, just pretend.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, such a gangster, yeah. And then just, I guess, because he was so emotionally abused that I felt for him. And so it was really good at the beginning. It was like, you know, he was my best friend. Like,
Right.
I had a really big connection with him, but it was just that his obsession, his jealousy, and his insecurities is what ate him alive, so.
Okay, and he took it out on you, and you were the first one to get, right?
Yeah, like, so he says, like,
Yeah.
I don't know for sure,
Right.
but that's what he says, and, you know, just knowing him and the degrees that he went to, like, he was definitely has a problem, like, mentally, I guess, yeah.
Mentally. Okay, okay, with that mentally aspect, he was the guy who got really obsessed because he didn't want you to go out and have fun without him, or just got very insecure when you went out by yourself with your friends, is what got him thinking.
See, like, even when I would go out with him, if he felt like I made eye contact with somebody, or I even looked in their direction, or say his friend came up and he thought I was looking at his friend the whole time. It doesn't even matter if his friend was speaking, but the fact that he was so insecure that he couldn't have anybody else around me. It was like, he always expected me to be a cheater. Like, I don't know, he's like, he had an ex that cheated on him, so he always treated me like I was that ex. Like, I paid for what she did. That's what it really feels like.
Well, what nationality was he?
He has Irish in him.
Irish. Okay.
And yeah, he's like, he's from Canada. Like, he comes from a very like, I don't know. His dad abused drugs, abused him. It's a very abusive situation. So he kind of carried on that legacy of doing that and being that person. The one he always kind of said he never wanted to be.
You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland. And I show you how deep the rabbit